Hello, this is Munich, where I am at the moment. This van is the Warwick XL Auto Sleeper. It's 336 centimeters in length, and you've got the width there, but with the mirrors. So with the mirrors it's 251, but without the mirrors it's just under 210, if I remember rightly. And height with the antenna is 264. So, but that is with the antenna. You can also get a 6-meter version, as it says here, and the price is 66,745 in this condition. Starting prices, they're just over 52,000 euros, but you're going to have to pay VAT on that in any case, so that takes it up to 62,000, or 63 really. So how this distinguishes itself is by having a rear lounge, which is somewhat unusual, although it does look like vans at one stage used to be built. And of course this rear lounge, which does look quite nice I suppose, will convert into beds at night. Up here you've got this big panorama, and there's a table. So it is, I would say, an old-fashioned look to it, and I think that old-fashioned bit sort of reinforced with this Laura Ashley style furnishings. I mean, that's sort of my opinion. You might think differently. Now, one thing that having 2 seats in a van, obviously if you're not using them for sitting, it is, you can say, well, it's a bit of a waste of space, but putting it in that direct, how else would you sort of do the van of this nature? One thing I'm going to have to point out is this kitchen. Now this is sort of being a British van, it's got a British spec with one of these, a microwave, it's got an oven, and it's got a lot of counter space as well. Fridge, I would say, is slightly bigger than the one you'd expect to see in a van of this size, I would say. Of course, given its base, which, as you can see, is a boxer, does mean you've got it's a bit easier to do things with than a Mercedes or MAN or something. Although probably easier than a Ducato to build on, in my opinion. Others may disagree. Oh, so this is quite big. Yeah, I'll get in just to make the point how big it is. So if I come into the shower, now you can see I've got. And I shouldn't put myself down. But there, I've got what, 184, something like that. 185, 186 of clearance, and there's a bit of space as well. Look at that. See, so the shower isn't too bad. And from the shower, it's almost as though the toilet as well is separate from the rest of the wet room. There are 1 or 2 vans like that, but not many. Although I think you could do with a slidey door. Yeah, this is something which is unusual, as is this. It's also got this toast rack here for drying plates on. I'll have a look at one of these. Yeah. If I can open it. Oh, so that's how you open it. So I have the doors closed to give an idea of the inside. Right, so we'll have a walk around the outside now. Now you've sort of seen what sort of looks like inside. Oh, it's a large wardrobe. So, anything else worth saying about this van?
Very nice.
It's a very nice van. Okay, I'll walk around the back, show the viewer what it looks like from the back. Oh, one thing you might want to consider is something like this, lithium batteries. It has changed my motorhoming life. There you go, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vans in this series. 636 centimeters from 541. And this sort of gives you a vague idea of the halls here in Munich. It's 2 halls with motorhomes. There's another one with equipment. Yeah, we'll have a look on this one as well, which is a sort of a more standard layout. This thing is 66,745. Measurements are the same as the other one. As an insurance company gives mats. Well, huge kitchen counter. Bed is rather high up, which isn't a bad thing, I think. So there's plenty of space down there. So you can make another bed there. Well, I'll take you for a quick walk around here. I've got a van here, which is there's a monocoque van, which is quite curious. See that in another video. There's a Itineo integrated van at a cost of 65,000 nearly. I think I filmed this in more detail in other places. Being a French van, it's sort of a bit unusual. There's far more room, you know. I don't know how much space you got in there. Oh, and this will close as well. Show the toilet. Quick look in here. This is somewhat unusual. Big bed here, and from the bed you can get into the garage under it. Now, if they wanted to give me one of the vans on the stand, the one I'd take is this one. Not only because it's monocoque, but it's more compact, yet the space has been used better. Although there isn't really room for my bike, although there isn't in the first two either. That's where the bike would go. On this thing here, which comes out. And down there you've got the other metal bits which hold the bike in place as this thing comes in and out. Anyway, see that in the film which has been devoted to it. And you've got Megamobil, which has been filmed also in other places. Tourne, also filmed in other places. From Slovenia. There's Remo from Italy. Oh, and there's Achon Camp here from Germany. I think it's from Germany. It might be made in Italy, but I think it's from Germany. Here, I'll just have a quick view over the tyre area. And so I'll come back to where I started from, which was down here, with this Auto Sleeper camper van with the unusual rear lounge. Okay, if you're of interest, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.